What the fuck is up, Kyle? Hello, you're watching tulipswift. So I'm here today to bring you my first official YouTube video for my dorm room. Alright, so I'm sorry if I don't get to your question today. I just have so many. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna answer all the questions. The first questions come from Lexi. My favorite Taylor Swift album for the past few years, I think Red is such a transition album, and that's why it really didn't hit for many people. Where is the Grammy? But as a Taylor Swift fan, it just made me fall in love because some of those songs just sound like they could be on Fearless. Some of them, you know, could have been on Reputation. The album as a whole, she just really put it all out there. Favorite The Mortal Instruments character. It was Clary forever. I had red hair for like 3 years, and then it was Alec, and then everyone started becoming obsessed with like Shadowhunters TV show Alec, and then I kind of drifted away from him. It's been Emma Carstairs for like a year now. Emma Carstairs forever. Favorite hair color you've had? I always say yellow. I had yellow hair for 7 months. It takes like a really long time for you to get used to your hair color, and like yellow, like that was like my hair color. Favorite part of college so far? Probably the food. I'm very fortunate to be on the meal plan. It's a good situation for me because I can't cook anything. My least favorite part of college, it's really hard adjusting. I'm not a big transition person. I miss my parents, honestly. Just not seeing all the familiar faces because I did really like my high school friends and I miss them. Maddie asks, how's college going? It was really hard the first 2 weeks. Now I've just been studying my butt off and doing so much homework. And there's always more homework to do. There's so much. Miranda wants to know, can you give me A's in my AP classes? What are people like even clicking on this video for? If I could give them that, I would. Daniel says, what's something you'd love to do on your channel but you're worried about the audience response? Daniel's here for the real questions. I don't know, I guess talking about politics. I don't know. I can't do like a Vlogbrothers video where I like explain like the economy. Oh, I would love to do short films on my channel, but I'm insecure. Mel says, why are you so cool? Lexi says, how do I deal with the fact that I'll be 16 in 14 days, the same age as every YA character plus Taylor when her first album came out? Lexi, I know what you're going through. So I am currently 18, and that is the age of like the end of the trilogy. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're all YA fans. So now when I start new series, sometimes they start out 15. When I'm reading The Dark Artifices, like Clary and Jace are in their 20s, and that's older than me, so I can like, I've been able to like handle it, but it's a really tough thing, Lexi, let me tell you. But you're still 16, you're doing fine. And then the whole Taylor Swift thing, it's really not just Taylor Swift. If you look at like Disney stars, Selena, Demi, like they were so young. Miley was like 12 when she auditioned for Hannah Montana. Like, that's just something we all gotta live with. Jack says, if you could put head dinner with any person ever, who would it be and why? Could get dinner. I wanna say Taylor Swift. I'm thinking of like Barack Obama. That would just make me nervous. We wouldn't have anything in common. Thinking about Hayley Williams. I look up to her too much. I'm thinking of Beyonce. That would just be a disaster. I would not be able to eat a meal with Beyonce. Hank Green, I would actually like to sit down and eat a meal with him. I feel like Taylor Swift, because she's very down to earth, especially, she's great at meeting fans. Sarah says, I have questions. First of all, how are you so fab? How are you so fab, Sarah? Secondly, what got you into dancing? I started dancing because my sister was doing ballet since she was really little. And then when she was like 7, me and my mom would go and pick her up from ballet. And I was 5 years old, and there was a hip-hop class with kids exactly my age going on at the same time. That was right in the dance room next door. Eventually, if my mom signed me up for the class, I would practice really hard. They just kept telling me I was good, and then I felt good about myself. I just really liked when people told me I was doing well, so I tend to keep doing things that I'm good at because I have crippling self-confidence. And eventually they wanted me to compete, and I had to branch out and do like tap and jazz and ballet, and the rest is history. If you could reread one TDM book for the rest of your life, which one would it be? TDM stands for The Darkest Minds. I'm gonna pick the last one, In the Afterlife. I love them all the same, but if I was only reading one book over and over again, I would want it to be the last one. It's still like heartbreaking, like they're all like devastating, but the last one like gives you the end, because if I read just like the first book over and over again, it's just like because I like the closure. Faria wants to know, what's your opinion on YA romances? YA romances are amazing and I love them. I have to stick to, like, I love how Cassandra Clare does it because she's written so many couples and they're all different. I don't really understand why I love Twilight so much, besides that it was like the first romance book that I ever read. Okay, I loved Harry Potter for so many reasons, but when I started reading Harry Potter, it was all about Harry and Ginny. Like, all about Harry and Ginny. There's so many things going on in 7 books, but I was just like, oh, like Harry and Ginny are everything. So that just shows like how much I really wanted romance in my books. So once I started actually going out and finding books with romance in them, I was like really happy about it. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's insta-love. Taylor says, how many Taylor Swift concerts have you been to? Hey Taylor, shout out to our dance studio. I've been to 3 Taylor Swift concerts. They were all amazing. All the Detroit shows except Fearless. So Speak Now, Red, 1989. Lily says, how many pillows did you take with you? A lot. I took 5 pillows with me. I had another one, but it was just too much. I had too many. The other one had like arms on it, and that just takes up too much room. Patrick says, why are you so perfect? Okay, Patrick, I can't answer this. It's not a question. Leah says, who's the coolest person you know at Wayne State? It's Leah Lagnus. You can subscribe to her. Her YouTube channel is Leah Lagnus TV. We saw Paramore together. It was awesome. Will says, what is your favorite song in 2017? Hard Times or Look What You Made Me Do? First of all, Will, I'm suing. You know me too well and you put me in this position and I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now. I'm gonna say Hard Times. I'm like always a sucker for like happier songs. But I love Sassy Taylor, and that's why this is such a hard question. Now I'm going to tulipswift on Instagram. Addicts Tomlinson says, what's your favorite Taylor Swift album? It is definitely Red. Emily says, how's life going? And what books have you been reading? Life is going okay. It's definitely so much better. Emily also says, because you've been gone for a while, can't wait to see more from your channel, #favorite. Y'all, I wish I did a YouTube video earlier, even when I was feeling sad, because this just makes me feel better. I haven't done a Q&A since like the first year I started YouTube because I thought it would be cool. I love doing this and you guys make me feel better, but you know what I mean, because we're all friends. Like, I talk to you all individually. Shannon from North Brit Swift says, tea or coffee? What kind? I don't drink coffee. I mean, I drink like frappuccinos and lattes. I do really like iced tea. Raspberry iced tea. I don't know. This isn't a very creative answer. Let's just move on. Jenny says, favorite part about college so far? The food. There's just so much learning and it's really overwhelming, and that's kind of why I didn't like college at first, but there's just so many things to learn. So that's always good. Okay, so those are all of the questions and I love you guys so much. So I have book reviews coming up. I have lip syncs. I have a lot of old videos that I need to edit. There might just be a lot of like past Abby's on my channel for the next few weeks with brown hair talking about books that came out like 10 years ago. But I hope you enjoy some of them. If you see a book that you read, please click on it, just like skim through it, see if I say anything funny. You can just comment, oh, like this is your worst video, and that will help me out. Like honestly, just like be real. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much.